Out here picking some more chestnuts up for dinner. They're everywhere. So this orchard out here is American chestnut hybrids, but a lot of them just look like Chinese chestnuts. But what's even worse is since they have American in them, a lot of them just look like Chinese chestnuts and they lost their blight resistance. So like the top 2 to 3 rows up here, the trees just look Chinese. They got these big, wide, glossy leaves, the bigger nuts. The holes are harder to get open, and they're dying from blight. So these trees already died, and I've replanted persimmons there, replanted persimmon right there. We got a dead tree up by the house. We got a dead tree. Let me put this down so I can zoom in. Dead tree there. And then down at the very bottom were some Dunstans bred with American, and they've had issues too. And so the winning trees are the center row, right there, and then it's kind of hidden, but right there, and there's another one that's hidden, but those have American chestnut leaves. The nuts look like American chestnuts. They're smaller, fuzzier nuts. The shells open up. It's kind of similar to how American chestnuts do. The only thing is they don't grow quite as quick, but they're super blight resistant, and they're still here, they're still alive. So even though these trees are taller, straighter, and bigger, they're just getting the blight and dying. But these are just like steady growth, just chugging along, no issues, look like American chestnuts. So this center row is what I'm saving all my seeds from. And then these dying rows is what I'm eating for dinner. Yeah, that's just off that tree today, and it is still loaded. And I've already got a batch like this once off the tree, and that's not counting what the deer are eating. But this tree actually does look blight resistant, and since it is an American chestnut hybrid, I'm going to leave it here. I'm just not going to save seeds off of it. I'll let it be a pollinator to the others, but I just won't grow anything from it. Its genetics may still get into what I grow through pollination, but that'd be it. But all these other areas, I'm going to add some diversity to the orchard, because diversity is my key in everything. And so I planted some persimmons where some of these died. I'm putting some Hershey black walnuts and Hershey honey locust out here as soon as they ship in. And then I may actually buy some pure American chestnuts that have shown resistance to replace some of these that have the blight and are dying. Let's see. So this is the row of chestnuts I'm keeping. This is what all my seed collection efforts will come from, what I grow new trees from, at least until I get some pure Americans that show blight resistance planted out here. But every other chestnut tree is going except for that big one that produces so heavily. But like I said, I won't actually grow anything from it. I'll just let it be a pollinator. But all these show blight resistance. All these have like the papery, more delicate leaves like the American chestnuts do. They don't have those fat glossy leaves like Chinese chestnuts. The nuts are smaller. They have the fuzz on them, and these husks fly open when the nuts are ready, which is kind of an American characteristic. There's some that even do better than this, but the Chinese characteristics, the husk just kind of stays closed, and you gotta like pry it apart with your shoes to get the nuts out, but those just go flying open. Yeah, these are really looking like American chestnuts, and they are showing full blight resistance. So that's the winners right there. So this is today's chestnut haul. I already got them cut and ready to be soaked. And I'm going to soak them in some Old Smoky Butter Pecan Moonshine from Gatlinburg. It only seems fitting to soak chestnuts in Appalachian moonshine. But these are going to soak overnight, and then we'll roast them up tomorrow. I'll add a little bit of water to top that off.